How's everybody doing here? It's Dominic here with you today. We're going to be looking at break and enter. We're going to discuss it, and we're going to discuss what we just watched in the video. So, break and enter. It's found in section 348 of the Criminal Code of Canada. So there's two different punishments for break and enter. The first one is 348(1)(e), D, correction, and that is break and enter into a dwelling house. So for that one, it is strictly indictable, and you're liable up to imprisonment to being in prison for life. So that's a big time no-no. I would like to avoid that. 348(1)(e), however, is break and enter for any place other than a dwelling house. So we all know how specific and nitpicky law has to be. So the criminal code also defines for us any other place that you can break into. Excuse me. So we look at it. It includes, so we said a dwelling house, which is basically someone's home. But for 348(1)(e), it's any other place, so it can be a building, like a business, grocery store, what have you. You can't break and enter to a car. However, a car is not considered a place for the purpose of the section in the criminal code. If someone breaks in your car, there's other charges you can follow provincially or criminally. Continuing onward though, like I said, you can break, however, into a railway car, plane, or a boat, stuff like that. That constitutes break and enter. As well, a pen or enclosure for fur-bearing animals. So don't go breaking into Grandpa's barn. So, fun fact about break and enter. There's a presumption of intent. Now what does that mean? Basically means it's a reverse onus. So I break into your place, I'm arrested, the proof of which lies on me to prove that I do not have any intentions to commit an indictable offense or do any other criminal activity in there. As well, that I had lawful justification to be there. So it's no longer the court's job to prove that I had that. It's my job to prove that I didn't have that intention to do that. So in the example video, we saw Joe Dirtsack. He's sitting in his vehicle, he's getting hyped. So we can see there he's got pre-intent. He's thought about this for a while now. He knows what he's going to go do. That's the big thing about break and enter, as opposed to what we're going to look at later, unlawfully in a dwelling house, is there's pre-intent. So to break down the video further, case law has shown us some specific examples of what constitutes the commission of a break and enter. So first off, you need to break. Now, as you see, oftentimes movies, TV shows, you're probably thinking jamming a window, prying open a door, busting out a window, what have you. No, that does constitute breaking, but it can be much more simpler than that. To constitute a break, what we've seen in case law is it's any amount of force used to gain entry. So Joe Dirtsack in the video here, he simply goes and opens the door. He used force to gain entry, therefore he broke. Next element is enter, which that's pretty self-explanatory, so we're not going to go too far into that. So yeah, once you've broken into a place, you've entered, it's on you now. You go to court, you got to prove that you were not in there to commit an indictable offense. And that pretty much sums up break and enter.